But we begin with all of our investigators receiving a mysterious invitation from crap. I forget how girls pronounce her name now. Madame LaCrue. She sends each of them an item with their invitation, and this invitation says that she direly would like them to come to her party in New Orleans.
Direly.
And each one contains a train ticket.
Mhm.
Fabulous train ticket.
I don't like the train. I get motion sickness very easily.
Might I ask if it's golden?
The tickets are not golden. They are written on what looks like a normal piece of paper. If you have a history or any kind of knowledge in artifacts, you would be able to somewhat glean what kind of paper it is.
Yeah, I've got no history. I just got the base.
And it would help if I loaded up Jonas.
Hey! That kind of sucks, Sarge. But got
so, as you're all given this, you all have your items. There is someone or something very odd about this invitation, especially for the day and age. The writing is crimson.
Okay.
On not just the train ticket, but on the invitation itself.
Like, is it like crusty-ish at all, or is it?
Is my invitation
Crusty?
crusty?
is it
Crusty
crusty?
Crimson.
Lick it.
Sounds like a good nickname.
Do you have anything in medicine?
No.
Absolutely not.
Best PI ever.
What does a PI need anything in medicine for?
Doing his investigations, man.
I'm not a doctor.
That's medicine, not investigation.
Fortunately, I would not do well with that.
Damn it, Beau, I'm a PI, not a doctor.
What?
If
Did you
anyone
just call me
has...
Boo? We got to talk later. Sorry.
If anyone has any information in a first aid or medicine, they can make a check to see if there's anything untoward about the invitation.
Oh, first aid I do have.
I
Absolutely.
have like one in medicine.
I have a 1 in medicine and 30 in first aid.
Oh, me too. It's exactly what I have.
Twinsies!
I have appraised art, craft, and history, and language other.
Craft would be useful as well. That would allow you to tell what kind of paper it is. And history would as well.
So which would you rather, my good keeper?
Any roll you would like to make. Whichever one you have the highest in. If you guys would like to make your rolls and then let me know what you get.
And I got a 75 on mine.
Come back here.
And what?
I got a 10.
They're 40. Sorry.
And were any of those above your scores?
Yes.
Yeah, mine was definitely.
Fun thing about Call of Cthulhu, rolling above your scores is bad.
Yes. That's so much fun.
You know that this is ink. For your 10, what were you rolling? Which skill were you using?
Oh. I was using first aid.
Oh, no.
Just to see if it was blood.
And Mr. LeBlanc, what skill were you using?
Mr. LeBlanc was using history,
Straight.
and I got 60 under.
So you know this is papyrus.
Like straight up ancient Egypt papyrus?
Yes.
Schmancer.
All right.
This is not something that you could easily get in the 1920s, considering it's just the end of World War One.
I think I'm going to write that down.
Sounds like a clue.
And so we're going to fast forward a little bit. You guys are going to be stepping off a train station. And at the train station, there's a very well-dressed gentleman there who has a sign that looks like it's been printed at a very high-end shop that says, Madame LaCroix's party.
Okay.
And with him is a tiny dog.
Oh, I love tiny dogs. What kind of tiny dog is it?
It looks like a little weenie dog, but it has like a little tiara on its head.
Oh my goodness, I love your dog.
And she was like, yeah, everyone likes the dog. It's like,
Of course.
this is the Supreme Overlord. I've been asked to take her for walkies.
Oh. Who's the pretty overlord? Look at you and your pretty tiara. You were such a pretty overlord.
And as he looks at each of you, like there was supposed to be another. And he hands you the leash, and he looks down, like flips the sign down, like, is there a pearl here?
That would be me.
Ah, okay. And I'm looking for Mr. Patrick.
Oh, that'd be Tibby, my
Oh.
date.
And
That'd be me right here.
Miss Angelica.
That would be me.
And Mr. LeBlanc.
At your service, sir.
And we appear to be missing someone. Is there a Mr. Hale here? And from behind you, actually, I'd like everyone to roll me. Where is that sheet I just had open? Everyone, roll me just a straight investigation check. It'll be on a D100. And it's going to, you have to get below a 70.
Okay.
We're like, all right.
I got below a 70.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
I got a 92. Am I dead now?
No.
Okay.
I need you to make me a body check, CA.
Oh,
On
well
Miss Pearl.
then. Frisking already. A body check? Is
yeah.
that even a...
That's a size check. So you
Oh.
roll your size, and you have to roll. And this is one of the only times you have to roll above it.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. I got an 82, so it's above.
So you're still standing when what happens.
Ooh.
The three of you who heard it, well, what you hear is you hear what sounds like someone's fighting, and then a gunshot go off.
Oh, my.
Followed by someone throwing someone off the train. And how are you reacting to this?
I'm gonna freeze for a second and like duck down and then probably run over to where the man's getting thrown off.
I'm going to be like pretending as if that bothers me and then throw myself up against Tibbs.
And with that, I will pull out my gun and be ready.
So
Don't you worry, dear. Don't you worry.
Tibby.
Mr. Tibbs is here for you.
And the reason you had to make that body check was the man almost collided with you as he was being thrown. And if you look up, you'll see coming from the train a very well-built man wearing a three-piece suit. And in his hand, he's carrying a Navy Colt revolver, which you would know. Two of you would know what this gun is, at least.
Yes.
And he steps down, and you see that his combat boots are a little bit scuffed. He takes a cigarette from his inner pocket, strikes a match with one hand, lights it, looks down at the guy. I told you what we did to cheaters where I'm from. And puts his gun on the holster on his hip. Somebody looking for me? And the man raises his hand. You must be Mr. Hale. Yep.
And with that holster.
He looks down at you, Angelica. Ma'am, he won't be needing your help pretty soon. I got him clean through the heart.
I can see that. I may not be trained in medicine, but I can definitely tell where somebody's been shot.
Is that...
So I stand back up and rejoin the group. And... It happened.
The gentleman who's standing there takes the leash back from you, Pearl, and he's like, the whole party's here. Please follow me. And you see there's a carriage sitting.
Just sitting?
Yes, there's 4 horses. This beautifully ordained pearl white carriage with gold.
Pearl? I love pearls.
There's gold handles. And the man said, this is your ride. I am to take you to the madam's estate.
Well, that sounds quite wonderful, and I am so happy to have a ride there. I was not looking forward to having to walk the entire way.
It is quite a walk from the station to the court, ma'am, and I would not ask anyone do that except for your... That he points to Jonas. But do you know... Is he your friend? Do you know him?
I don't actually, unless that's a bad thing, then I do.
Jonas, he's wearing his... He takes off his hat. He's like, Miss Angelica, it's a good thing you don't know me.
Probably. I keep slipping accents. That's probably right, because if I knew you, you'd probably be in handcuffs by now.
Oh.
He was trying to make a charm roll, and he rolled well below his charm.
No.
As he looks at the group, he's like, I believe that you all should head on without me. As, I will just hinder your investigations, and the madam and I, we have a history. Miss Pearl, Mr. LeBlanc.
Oh, I'm like groping the hell out of this carriage.
and Patrick, he extends his hand. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your brother. He's a good man.
He was. I'm hoping to find out how it happened and who did it.
Kind of turn my head away as if I don't know.
And would you guys like to get in the carriage? Is there anything you would like to do?
I'd like to touch every part of this carriage. It could be a thing.
Oh dear. I believe it's time we get in the carriage.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice.
The man opens the carriage door, and inside... Now, granted, this is still during Prohibition era. It's in the Big Easy. There's a bar. There's
Inside my carriage?
There's gin sitting on ice.
It's a good thing I'm not an alcoholic.
And
there is a higher entity. I go for the gin.
Yeah, I like as I see that, I'm gonna push past Pearl and just kind of like hop in and scoot over towards all the nice gin and.
Which is fine because it's gonna take me a minute to get in this carriage. My dress is super tight. I don't think I. Is there stairs? Because I'm gonna need stairs.
Have your Mr. Investigator sweep you off your feet. All the more better.
Tibby. Is there olives?
There are
all the finest pearl carriages have olives.
There are olives and there are also cherries and pomegranates.
Cherries and gin? I don't know about that.
It's actually not bad.
Really?
It's actually quite delicious.
Fascinating.
I mean, I'm not an alcoholic.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Would you mind mixing me up a little martini?
And hey,
Anyone?
we got a donation thanks to Kim. Everybody needs to roll sanity.
Oh, I've already done that so many times today.
So, Mr. TK, please tell me how to roll sanity.
Roll a D100 or percentile die, and if it's above your number, I roll to see how much sanity you lose.
No.
2 above my number.
I have to be above my number?
You want to be below.
No.
Okay, so
There's a problem.
above what my current like I'm gonna see if I can do this right here. Like I've got that number there. Is it like bigger than that? I've got to get below that number, or could y'all see the number?
Right. You want to get below, like, for example, Jonas's, and he has to roll sanity too. His sanity is 76, so I have to get below 76 on this roll.
I got way below my number. Never mind. I was looking for wrong numbers.
He's got an 82.
Aww.
So I'm gonna roll to see what his sanity or what the group sanity loss will be.
Ooh. No.
Yeah.
Why did I have to get my unlucky D4?
Yes. Yes.
Everybody's only losing 1 point of sanity.
I'm alive.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
59.
I have an unlucky D4 that's from my Call of Cthulhu set, and it does not. It was a misprint, so I got them at a really great price, but it doesn't have a 1.
Oh.
So it only has 2, 3, 4.
That's how you roll a D3.
You get an unlucky die.
I declare, I was
So everyone's
what okay.
going to lose 2 points of sanity. Well,
1, right?
Or
It's
1,
just 1?
yeah, 1. Jonas
Don't
is going to
rush
lose.
me.
Sorry, everyone's losing 1. Jonas is losing 2 because as you guys are pulling away in the carriage, he sees something that you guys would not see.
No, I'm double fisting gin right now.
And
Yeah.
I'm somebody's busy watching Pearl double fisting Jen.
to our viewing
like,
audience,
Wondering
I got like my arm
how.
around Tibby's arm and trying to at the same time.
to our viewing audience, what Jonas Hale saw on the back of the carriage was an image of Cthulhu. The Lord of the... I'm trying to think. Cthulhu was the Lord of Dreamscapes. He is a...
Talked about this on the podcast. It's scary.
None of the others saw this. They got in the carriage. Jonas doesn't trust the driver.
I knew I should have checked it out first. Check the perimeter.
And as you're rolling up to the estate, you hear music blaring from outside. You hear drums, and it's like a giant party is going on. But there are no windows on the carriage, so you don't see anything.
Is it rather dark in there?
The carriage
There's no
has
windows.
the carriage has gas lights.
Oh.
That's terrifying.
Wow.
gas lights and no windows. That's awesome. We're all getting a little bit of a thing going on.
And
Drinking
I
gin,
love
getting
it.
high off of
That
gas.
scene.
Yes. Please.
and
Oh, here
I need-
comes
You're
Fortune.
fabulous.
everybody can make me a Constitution roll.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Well, that doesn't sound good. No.
Oh,
We want to get above our characteristic,
Below.
right?
Below.
so,
Below the
Okay.
characteristic?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately not.
I failed.
Yeah, I was over by
God.
9.
I'm okay.
I
58
was
for
under
me.
by a lot.
I was under by like 2. I
So,
barely made it.
for those of you who are over, you feel buzzed. You feel like nothing can hurt you. You're on top of the world.
You know, this, I don't know what they put in this gin, but it's just fantastic.
But I'm okay because I passed
And
out.
For the,
I'm just going to pretend to be wasted.
Yeah, those are
I'm not tell you, I have no idea what they put in that gin either because I did not have any. But whew, I tell you this, it must be the lady on my side.
Contact drinking.
Yes.
I think it's time for another round. Anyone have?
the
I'll take one.
the door
Make it gin.
opens to the carriage, and it's not the driver who opens the door.
Oh no.
It is it is Jonas. He looks at you all, he's like, tips his hat. Ladies, gentlemen. And he
Jonas.
like, somebody mind, there's a trigger under your foot. If you could hit it for me, please. And he jumps to the side.
There's a trigger?
On the floor, you see a little protrusion.
Oh, okay. I'll hit it.
When you hit it, a red carpet pops out from underneath the carriage and rolls out. And
I just feel fancy.
there are trumpeters who are trumpeting, and confetti is flying everywhere. And there are people wearing masks just dancing all around the carriage.
It appears that we are the guests of honor.
I don't know about that.
And Jonas looks at Chief Patrick and is like, may I have a word a moment, sir?
I'll turn to Pearl and say, "There's one moment, Chair.
Oh,
You know.
don't leave me. Can I come with you?
I'm not silent, but you can hang on my
I
arm.
put my finger on your chin.
Make me a charm roll.
You've got Patrick, I've got Jen, and it goes in my coat pocket.
So I have a 14 and my charm is 15.
So you have to roll above that.
Damn.
Or, sorry, below that. Or, no,
What?
I'm right. Right, don't roll
Wait.
above it.
Don't roll above.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then I got it. So the charm worked.
Right. You feel compelled to listen.
Well, well, if it pleases you, Chair, you can come along with me. Just Jonas needs a word.
No, you're so good to me. Follow along.
To be swooned.
Oh, speak.
And for viewing audience, the reason I just made a roll is Jonas is making a check of his own.
Oh dear.
He is doing a psychology check. And he did not pass it. And he looks at you both and motions you over away from the red carpet. He says, I'm not going to take up much of your time. They are expecting us in this party, but be very wary when you are speaking to the madam and other guests here. The strange happenings as of late The madam and I did not leave on good terms, and I feel I should be forthcoming as I have looked into all of you, especially you, my lady. And I know your backgrounds and your histories, but I will say she knows more. She did not bring me back from Egypt for nothing. She did not have me send you those invitations for nothing.
The thing is, I have known little to nothing about Miss LaCroix. I have no idea why she would specifically need me, or if she has any kind of ill boding towards me. If she has something towards you, I'm sorry, but I have no inkling of being afraid of anything here.
Then you are either a very dumb man or a very brave one. But I believe that they
trust me, I prefer the former.
They are waiting for you inside. I am, unfortunately, a party crasher at this point in juncture. Job was just to make sure I got you here. And he takes his gun off his belt and he hands it to you. But there are 2 bullets left in that gun, my good sir. One for you and one for the lady if the time comes.
Oh my.
And if you make a... I'm looking for a good check that would be...
Now, Jonas took those 2 aside and was talking to him, right? Okay.
Yeah. If you make an intelligence check,
Okay.
you'll notice something about this gun.
No.
It's a 72. I've got an intelligence of 60. I went over.
You don't notice it. Like you notice it, but it's kind of one of those things you don't think is right that you notice. It's a Navy Colt revolver, which has chambers. But this gun appears to have more chambers than normal.
Oh, that's interesting.
So more than the traditional 6, it has
9, and it looks like it might be a trick of the eyes or the gin, but it doesn't look like you can reload this gun.
It's a disposable gun, like a camera.
Interesting.
And Jonas goes over to the carriage and waves Beau and Angelica. They're like, "Come, my friends, it is time for you to enjoy your party."
As we shall, and I fall out of the carriage.
He steps aside, and the footman standing there is like, "Please follow me. I will take you to her ladyship, and you all look just delightful this evening."
Well, thank you very much. I tried really hard, and I'm glad it shows.
As you're walking, you see more and more people in more fantastical garb. There's a young woman dressed as a leopard. There's a man dressed as a gladiator's uniform from old Rome fighting another man dressed as a gladiator. There are people bathing in pools of chocolate.
I'll be over there.
I'll turn to the gentleman that's he's walking this up there, or
Yep.
Okay. I'll turn to him. I apologize, but was this supposed to be a masquerade? I believe we're not quite prepared.
Everyone was invited for a different purpose, my good son. Not sure what your purpose was. They were invited for, how do I put this delicately? Imbibements. Like, her ladyship, her ladyship is the lady of Jasad, after all, and does quite take after her namesake. from when she was at one time known as the Marquise, but in America, apparently that is not something that is used.
No, not around now. No.
Not since the 1800s.
As you are nearing the front door, which are just like the carriage, these giant pearl-colored doors, you see on either side a Bengal tiger.
Pearl doors? What kind of doors?
Nice kitty.
Can I hang on them?
Easy kitty.
I'm gonna hold on to it and swing it open. Just go with the door. This is wonderful.
Make me a dex save so you can hold on to this giant 300-pound door. As it is being opened.
Well, I declare, I believe my date just got thrown into the courtyard.
I really hope that Bengal is not hungry.
I got a 66, which is way more than my
I believe it was Ricky said that this game is built for TPKs. It really is. But you don't get damage from doing crazy stuff like this. You are flung, and you land on the back of one of the tigers.
No.
And it just starts purring.
Oh, phew. Oh,
I
pet the kitty.
Another footman walks over to you and helps you up. He's like, yeah, they are quite tame, but they are also well fed. Please come with me. Waves you all in, and inside you see this beautiful ballroom decorated in gold and silver, and at the center is this magnificent throne. There are peacocks walking around the throne in a circle, and on it sits a petite woman wearing all flowing black silk. Her eyes are the most magnificent emerald green you've ever seen. And on her left is a white Bengal tiger, on her right a wolf.
And if I sneeze, we're all gonna die. Like all these animals. We don't have
I'm not too sure how much more my heart can take.
And
you
did say they were well fed, right?
The footman takes a step back, and he takes out a trumpet and blows it 3 times, and everything in the room pauses for a moment, as if time has stopped. Like, and he screams out each of your names.
Oh my gosh, our own dancer.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's so funny. All of our
I don't lie.
And
Yes, sir. I believe we are here.
the lady looks very bored, perks up a bit. And she starts clapping her hands. Oh, come forward. My guests are here.
I do a little curtsy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, a pleasure to meet you as well. I'm so excited to hear that. Such a trauma. I believe you can all help me with it. I'm looking for something that each of you may be able to help with.
What exactly would that be?
I'm looking for my dear friend.
Do we have a name?
I believe you've all met him once or twice. His name is Jonas.
Huh. And what exactly did you say you wanted him for?
He's supposed to be at this party, but I received word that he did not get off the train, but then I heard different. You're all very skilled at finding things and finding people. I would love your help in finding him. I would be so distraught if anything were to happen to him.
Well, I'm sure that he's probably the type of man who can, take care of himself in a sticky situation. So I wouldn't be too worried. This is just pure speculation.
Could you describe the gentleman for me?
He's... And she paused a moment. And she just kind of motioned in. He's about 7 hands tall. And he So we got another donation. Ryan, you have to roll sanity, my good sir.
Whoever did it, I love you.
And, just a kid who's always dresses very nice, always wears combat boots. What was your sanity roll?
82.
And what's your current sanity?
54.
82.
You're going to lose 6 sanity.
All right. Told you at the very beginning, didn't I? I might eat someone's face tonight.
When your sanity drops below 40, fun things start happening.
Well, I'm 9 away from 40, guys. So let's make this magic happen.
And for those of you who are tuning in, if somebody willingly donates for a TPK, a lot of fun things are happening. The party won't die. They will die, but in a fun way. They're getting taken to hell. So, you begin to hear these voices. Ryan, as she's talking, you do not hear her describing Jonas as she described to everyone else. You hear her say that her friend got shot on the train and she wants you to find their killer. Whereas everyone else hears the description of Jonas Hale.
The same guy we saw get off the train.
Beau hears that my friend Patrick, or my friend Jonas, was killed on the train, and I want you to find his killer.
That's what he hears?
That's what only he hears.
Well, Madame, we can most definitely make this happen.
Thank you. Hope you can enjoy the festivities.
Oh, never mind. You already answered that question.
What would you guys? What would you guys like to do? The ball is in your court, as it were. You can explore the compound.
Actually, yes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to explore the compound and look for a murderer.
And a murderer.
Where would you like to go? There's the only area of the compound that is blocked off is the kitchen. And there are guards posted there. As you're looking, you see that the guards each have a Winchester repeating rifle.
Well, that's attractive. Let's avoid that area.
Yep. I think. Let me see. How many stories is this house?
It is a 6-story mansion with a old style elevator.
So it's like a 1920 chateau.
Yeah. And it's located in the French Quarter. It engulfs most of the French Quarter.
All right. Well, I am going to.
There are stairs. The staircases.
Let's take the stairs. That's nice. Are they made of pearl too? Because I may never leave.
They have inlays of pearl on the handles.
You're so good to me.
And there are carvings as you go up.
Is it of my face?
The carvings appear to be of what you think are cherubs. Or demons, maybe? Not really sure. Oh, would you like to stop off on the 2nd floor, 3rd floor? How would you like to go?
Can I see if I know what the demons are? If I am familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. What would that be?
Do you have knowledge occult?
Cult? Is it under knowledge?
It's under skills. It would be occult, or you can use your intelligence.
Okay. No. We're just gonna hang out in the 90s. They look like cherubs to me. Okay.
These cherub creatures, you think you saw one move.
Oops.
But on closer inspection, it was just a passing trick of the light.
I want to go over to the chocolate bath. Talk to the people hanging out in there.
As you go out to the chocolate bath. Oh, we got another donation.
None of this can be
Let's say that pause. It's very suspenseful.
It's trap.
Just somebody donated $25, and all of your next rolls are gonna have a plus 30 to them.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
No, that's
Wait.
bad.
That's
bad.
Oh
no! What have you done? For the donation. No.
You guys are awesome.
It's so nice of you.
Best game ever. I'm
I'm contemplating switching out my dice now. You know, I'm just gonna roll with it. Let's do this.
The chocolate bath, as you approach it, there are just people covered head to toe. You can't tell if they're male or females. They're just covered head to toe in chocolate. And they're like swimming over to you. Come, join us, embrace the purity that is chocolate.
No, chocolate's usually my thing, but not quite in this quantity or this quality.
Man, I'm all about eating things off of someone, but I no.
She obviously isn't from Switzerland. She's from Swiss.
Oh.
I do sit down by the edge of the pool, though, if I can. Is it just like a little hot tub size thing, or?
There are various areas around. There's a hot tub style pool filled with chocolate. Excuse me, that does not. It appears to have one person in it. There's also a Olympic-sized pool where the people are swimming in it. And
How did you get so much chocolate? So I want to go over to the hot tub one where there's just the one person in there and say, so, is this your thing? You like swimming in chocolate?
like, he looks up at you, and you see as he reaches into his breast pocket, takes out a cigarette, and snaps a match off, lights it. He's like, it's relaxing. It helps me take my mind off the thing. So, you met the lady?
I did meet the lady.
And he's like,
Kristen.
what did she ask you about, if anything?
Well, that's kind of between me and her.
He's like, well, if you would like, you can join me. I assure you, I'm not like these others. I am fully clothed. And yeah, then he reaches back and he picks up his hat off of a statue and he just puts on his fedora. He's like, I apologize. Now I am fully clothed. His suit is covered in chocolate. You can tell he's still wearing his suit.
This is definitely Jonas, right?
Yep.
Jonas and the chocolate.
I'd like to find out more about the reason you two aren't really getting along.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I'm at a distance. I'm at a distance. I want no part of this chocolate. Like,
high or low for favorable results?
Go.
Hi.
41. You're like, well, why don't you take a seat and join me? I will tell you a story.
Story time.
Well, I really want this story. How about if I just sit on the edge and put my legs in?
That is quite acceptable, miss.
All right. I'm going to hike up my skirt a little bit, and I'm going to take off my shoes and just stick my legs right in the chocolate. Oh, this is quite refreshing.
Like, the year was 18... what year was that?
all right, that's a great story. Come on, get out.
The year was 1827 in the land of Egypt. He's like, the madam and I were on a investigation for her Queen's Royal Army, looking for something to help. Well, let's just say it was to help the royals keep power. He takes a drag. Like, we found something, all right. We sure did. We were the only two who came out of that place alive. I think you're muted, Rick.
Or maybe I'm just not close enough.
Oh, no, I can hear you. You're good.
Right, now
I got you.
I was just too far away. I was leaning.
No.
So maybe you found something a little bit dangerous.
He takes another drag and he
Something
takes a cigarette.
easy.
He's like, dangerous is a very, very nice way of putting it. And as you begin to process this, he said 1827. He didn't look older than 35. Roll sanity.
I was wondering about that.
With the plus 30 to your rolls, that's still under your sanity.
It is!
You take no sanity loss.
Oh, no, it's equal.
Oh, it's equal?
It's equal
Ooh.
to.
Now, this is
What does that mean? Oh, no.
I get to roll. If I get above 50, it's bad. 72. Now go to see if anything does happen.
Feet out. Take your feet out.
You
Chocolate monster. Chocolate monster.
do not lose
thought the
any
Oompas were good.
sanity, but you are suffering for a few moments from catatonia as your brain begins to process this.
Okay.
And that, in turn, will cost you 1 hit point. I see that.
I love it.
So good.
Okay. 1
So
hit
good.
point it is.
What would you like to? He said, what we found, my good miss, and he lifts your legs out of the chocolate, and he's perfectly clean now. He's like, what we found, my good miss, was something that should and will stay buried. He's like, just
I don't really see that well. I do have one additional question for you. Do you got a towel?
He kneels down and he reaches under the ground, where it looks like under the ground. He opens up the ground, and you see this little chest filled with warm water, and he pulls out a towel, and he wraps it around your legs. He's like, I must be off. There are other people to see before this evening comes to an end.
Well, if I were you, I would try and stay away from the madam. Just seems like a good idea.
So what is everyone else doing? Pearl's going up the stairs.
I'm going to the 3rd floor.
Which floor?
Are you going like in the elevator? You've gone, Ryan?
No, I'm going up.
I'm also going up the stairs to the 2nd floor. Work my way up the floors one by one.
Oh.
No. As you're going up the stairs, those who are going up, roll me on a D100 investigation check.
Investigation.
Investigation.
What was that? Was that a 9 or a 6?
That's a 9, dude.
Okay. I was like, So, as long as it's below 91.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even with like the plus 30, it's still below it.
I mean, it was surprising
Oh yeah.
to me, but I made it.
How long does this plus 30 last again?
Just for one roll. Unless somebody wants to donate another $25. Hey, you guys can also donate to help them too. If you donate $1, just a single dollar to the
That on the
Stinkraiser.
list. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is the thing is this is called a Cthulhu, so helping.
Donate 5.
If you donate,
It's not fun.
What happens
People
for
need to
$1?
lose sanity.
$1, you can add a plus or minus to someone's roll.
Like you can pick the number?
Yeah. So, like for $1, they say, "Oh, I want to put on TK's next roll. I want to give him a plus 40."
Well, that's the only positive thing on there, and it's only $1.
You can help
And you
people.
know it's there.
But
But everything else is so much more glorious.
I
You
know.
could even donate $25, and each dollar could help us.
Yeah, as long as you put it in the
No
comment.
pressure. Yeah.
Right.
Very specific.
If I have to, when we take our break at the halfway point, I will start playing that sad Sarah McLachlan song to get donations.
I'll even sing it.
Give me eyes of
You're gonna make me cry.
I will.
I'm tearing.
Gonna hold up that puppy with the tiara, overlord
Please
to
don't
the
do it.
camera.
Find a picture of Supreme Overlord Zoe. For as little as $1, you can make this dog turn into Cerberus.
Don't give them any ideas. No. Oh no.
So you guys, as you're going up, you hear very lewd sounds coming from all the rooms, and you hear from one room on the 2nd floor what sounds like a scream of pain, and then moans of pleasure.
I was gonna say, is it a good pain? That's a good pain.
And then you see someone come out of one of the rooms. They stumble out with a bullwhip in one hand and a chair in the other. They turn, and in a very New York accent, "Hi, you guys want to join? It's real fun in there."
Talk to
I
me
do
in
it,
about an hour. Maybe.
What's going on in there, really?
Well, I do apologize, but that's not exactly my bowl of gumbo.
I love the theme. Oh, that's perfect.
Sia, you're going to explore the 2nd floor.
I want to know what they're doing in there.
As you go into that room,
Are they making some whoopee?
they are. There's a lion in the middle of the room, and they're fighting a lion, pretty much.
Bad kitty.
Wait a minute.
Not really my cup of tea either.
That's really not my. No.
So I gotta go back out.
And there's another door further down where it sounds like music's coming from it.
What kind of music? Jazz.
It's jazz. It's big band jazz music. It's just blaring through the.
Oh, Tibby, let's go dancing. I love dancing. And pull out his arm.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tibby.
If you say so, Shia. If you say so.
Oh.
And as you enter the room, it doesn't seem right at first. The room's a lot bigger than you think it should be. There are tables set up, there's smoke in there, there's a band playing on a stage. There's a man just sitting on a table alone, sipping at a glass of brown liquid. And he motions to you two.
So I'm gonna look at Tibbs and be like, now, don't take any wooden nickels.
Oh,
Now, I don't think we'll have to worry about that shit. However, I believe this gentleman is asking for us to come. Whoop, I almost knocked that over. And I believe this gentleman is asking for us to come on over.
And he's the only one in this gigantic room by himself?
Everyone else is at tables, like huddled together talking.
All right, so there's people in the
There are
room.
people on the dance floor dancing. There's the band playing music. But there's one table is just kind of there.
I
It's
hate when
like-
tables are just
Yeah,
there.
it's set up on its own almost on like a little podium that's raised up above the rest of the floor. And there's a velvet rope.
Does he look like a proper gentleman or shady?
From the distance, he looks like a proper, upstanding gentleman.
Mhm. And we're not familiar. We haven't seen him yet through this whole thing.
You're not sure from where you're at. There's a lot of smoke in the air.
Is there dancing?
There is dancing. There's a lot of dancing.
Yippee! Let's go dancing. Do you love the Charleston?
Oh, yes, I do. I do. Let's go have us some fun. Let's have on some roulette.
So, you are dancing, and as you're dancing, we're going to cut over to Beau. Up on the third floor.
da, da, da.
And
Shit, that's a lot of stairs.
and Beau, from a corner, you hear it gets a lot harder the further you go. I would suggest taking the elevator next time. That's what I mean.
No, see, don't listen to the keeper.
Gotcha.
And the guy walks over and he hands you a flask. Like, he would like to use a drink, my friend.
You are absolutely right. I'll reach in and pull out the gin from my coat.
Yes.
Looks like you're already set up. He unscrews the flask, takes a swig. So, what did you and the lady talk about?
Oh, was this the guy that got off the train?
Donuts?
Oh God, he froze.
Yep. Sorry. I was checking
Mr.
something.
Sanity. He
Yep.
was moving the whole time for me.
Yeah, this is Jonas. He is dressed in the same suit he was wearing. He has his fedora, the red feather, and he looks at you. It's like, my good man, you look like you have seen a ghost.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I pull back out the gin and I start just.
I do believe I have.
And the ever lovely words of a GM I'm a super fan of, typical Veronica, roll Sandy.
Hey.
Did Aquin save us with his donation? Or are we dead?
39.
I'm concerned. Oh, what am I rolling for? Oh, I was
Oh no,
I think just
Beau had to roll
Oh.
Sandy.
Oof.
Let's see. Make sure.
39 of 49.
Oh, so lucky.
Thank God I got that 30 out of the way.
Okay, David donated. My phone, the app didn't update.
That's okay.
So, Mr. Steele, you are awesome. And Dak, who would you like to roll? Roll sanity.
Oh no! No!
This is going to get dirty.
Ryan.
So, David, you'll have to let me know what you want if you want a combination of things. If you're still here. Because I was looking like, wow, that could end badly for the party.
I thought David rolled for the sanity one the first time.
He says Ryan.
You know you want to.
Did he say? No, I put Ryan. I don't
Did he say or is that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Pick me.
The suspense is killing us,
Mine is-
Quinn.
Mine is well. He wants to eat faces.
Yeah!
That's
Roll for sanity!
just like, I just want to eat a face.
Sandy. Oh, this is fun. So,
Look at your face!
Full sanity?
everyone's going to drop the critical sanity.
What? Sure.
Everyone? What?
Why? What? What does? Why? What happened?
A donation.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm just fucking
I would like to
now.
state that when I was told to make the sanity roll, I did roll an 8.
So we're at a 1.
No, critical sanity's at 40.
Okay.
She.
Is there a way to like increase sanity?
There is typically, but in one shot's not really.
I'm gonna eat your face.
So, you're all now, Beau, what happens with you? You now see Jonas.
Much better.
You see Jonas Hale. But you don't.
Feeling Jonas Hale because I'm feeling pretty crazy.
And that's what Pearl and Patrick see as well.
Like a mirage of Jonas.
Like the guy that was sitting in the center just turned into Jonas?
No, he's sitting on the table and he's also upstairs. And outside, Angelica, you're being like pulled towards the building. But it's not like you're being pulled, it's like this overwhelming urge to go into the building, to re-enter.
Angelica.
Straight towards the building and give it kind of a look.
One of us.
I just walk in. I go and I walk in.
And as you guys enter, or as you enter, does not look like it did before. It's kind of, everything's brighter, everything's more, the sounds are louder, everything's more intense. Upstairs, Beau, you're drinking
chocolate, didn't you, Angelica?
You're drinking your gin, and all of a sudden it's not gin, it's red and tastes coppery.
Oh, ew.
Oh, that's awesome.
Middle. Just middle.
Ryan.
And the man sitting next to you kind of chuckles, takes another swig of his flask. This will wet your whistle, my good sir. It smells like whiskey. Down it burns, but it gets that coppery taste out of your mouth.
Huzzah.
I hope so.
And Pearl and
Tibby.
Pearl and Patrick, you guys are in the room. You're still dancing. But the smoke gets thicker. All except there's only like one single beacon of light, and it's right where that guy is sitting.
Like the smoke is getting thicker right there.
In the room, it seems to be getting thicker, like it's coming up from the ground.
I don't even notice. I'm in the moment.
When Monchel stares into Tibbsy's eyes. Nothing else.
Nothing else matters. Nothing.
There's little sanity hearts that are like.
Well, we definitely know some investigators been messing with that goof of dust.
So, do I?
Well,
Can I come in? Oh, sorry, you guys are doing your thing. Never mind.
Oh no, I'm dancing.
Well, there seems to be a little bit more ambiance to the room than there was before.
Well, that's a compliment.
Well, I mean, you are lovely, shadows, but I happen to be referring to the smoke in the room. And as my mama once told me, with smoke, there's fire. And there possibly could be, well, just a lot of smoke here.
You think we should investigate?
Well, we should probably see where the smoke is coming from. It looks like it's coming from a can't tell where.
I'm sorry, you became a robot.
You most definitely did.
It was just me.
No idea what you said. But it sounded so good.
Yeah, I think you're saying my connection was unstable, so yeah, I wouldn't doubt.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it still doing it?
No, now it's good.
But I'll follow you.
So, where would you like to begin investigating? It is very thick, and this smoke, it's almost as if you weren't inebriated, it would strangle you.
Jeez. And we can get to this table?
Is there any other, or does anything specific with that?
Huh. What did you say, sir?
With what? You're still a little choppy.
Hey, hold on. Let me see something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Your bandwidth is low.
Yes, I believe it is.
No, that's what my screen is telling me, is that Sarge's network bandwidth is low.
Mine too.
Okay.
My screen's telling me Jack.
Well, it's just telling you you're thirsty. So, let me see here, because what it was doing. Yeah, let me exit out of there. Bring it there. Okay. Is it sounding any better right now?
Yeah,
Yep.
much better.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and knock that out there. Okay. There we go. That'll be, that should do a little bit better. So, yeah, I think it's because I'm actually on Wi-Fi too. So, but anyway.
So am I.
Well, you don't have as many people on your Wi-Fi either. But, pretty sure someone else is playing on something. But anyway, so yeah, the smoke itself, is it if we try to like wave it or waft it away, does it move or does it do anything?
It just sits there.
Just sits.
Actually, as you try waving at it, like waving your arms,
It waves back.
I'd like you to make me a roll power, to see what happens.
Okay. That is a 53 with a power of 70.
Hey, you feel like you're pushing against a wall.
So we wouldn't be able to get to him?
Oh no, you'll be able to get to the man sitting at the table.
Okay. Well, my mama always told me that you should know your onions. So let's go talk to him.
What?
Well,
I don't know.
not quite a saying I ever heard my mama say, but okay.
So we walk over cautiously.
He is sitting at the table and he takes off his hat as he stands up. He's like, Miss Pearl. Like, he looks at you a moment, like, and you, Mr. Patrick, something has changed in you, what I can sense. Well, have a seat, please. And he removes a flask from inside his coat, unscrews it, and fills up 3 glasses.
Is that like a never-ending flask?
I want it.
Right.
Sounds pretty awesome to me.
He's like, and I just want to ask if you had a chance to meet with our dear lady.
Oh, you mean that magnanimous lady? Yes.
Oh,
She's such an egg.
oh, the Lady LaCroix. Yes, we did happen to meet her upon coming in. It's strange that she seems to think you aren't here.
Like, well, that is quite interesting, isn't it? Cheers. He takes a sip from his glass, sits it down.
Oh man, I just thought of something.
I take the glass and then I put it to my lips so that my lipstick forms around it, but I don't drink anything and I put it back down.
I will smell it real quick, and then I'll take a sip.
I just remembered something. Beau, you thought that Jonas was dead and you just had a drink with him.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, that was part of the first sanity rolls.
Uh-huh.
And then it was a combination of a few donations that caused the super sanity rolls to occur. Everyone's sanity is now screwed. David and a few other people donated all in succession. Like,
Damn it, you rock.
I mean, you guys are great role players. I know I'm not that good of a GM at this.
Yes, you are. We're having such a great time. That's a good GM.
So,
Hi. Whoa.
He looks at you as he's looking at you guys. So, what did our dear lady ask you to do?
well, she asked us to find you, and I just thought it was kind of weird that she asked us to find you, and you're here, but you were out there, and you told us you weren't coming in here, but now you're in here. You get your gun back.
Like, he moves his coat aside, and you see there's a gun holstered on his hip. He's like, I'm a soldier by trade. You never leave without more than one gun. He stands up from the table. He's like, now, you remember what I said? there are 2 bullets in that gun. One for you, one for the lady. And he reaches into his inner pocket and he puts a book down. Like, and I will be taking my leave, I believe. This is the last time I'll be seeing y'all. Tips his hat. And you watch as he walks, the smoke parts. And then closes around behind him.
He's a magic man.
So I Googled how to survive this game. And the number 1 thing they said is the books are bad. Don't attempt to read the book. I feel like touching the book is very bad.
Well, the problem with that is that would be the Googles, and the Googles didn't exist in the 1920s, so therefore, book.
Don't touch it, Tibbs. Don't touch it.
For those of y'all who just joined in, we're talking about a book.
Yeah.
The bird lands on your shoulder. Bring it to Beau.
So, the book has a lock on the front of it.
Of course it does.
And the lock doesn't look like it's a normal lock. The way the lock mechanism is, you can see, it looks like it needs a special kind of key. And there's also 2 different symbols next to the lock. There's one, that's a scarab, and one that's a rose.
Oh. I have... Tibbs! I have an item that could go with this book.
You do? Like what? Do you have a key?
Question, Tibbs. Let me find it. Oh, it came with my invitation. It's a golden scarab brooch with purple stone on its back.
Do you... But this needs a key. I understand you have a scarab, and there's a scarab here on the book, but it still needs a key, Chef.
Well, I know that the bounty hunter has a piece too, and they might be able to go together.
Guess we could always try. Do you know where they went?
Well, my scarab's between my bubs here.
The bounty hunter, Chef. The bounty hunter. I can see what the scarab thought just fine.
Well, she was licking off chocolate from somebody outside earlier.
Bravo. Bravo. I'm so proud.
I answered it.
Well, Chef, perhaps we should go find the bounty hunter.
As an out of keeper moment, I fucking love all of you. This is the greatest game of Call of Duty I've ever run. So,
Oh man.
as you guys stand up,
Expect me to not go in them?
as you guys stand up, the smoke appears to dissipate. And as it dissipates, there's a strange, I won't say feeling, but it seems like you both see something that's not really there. You see people dancing and you see music, but the smoke's slowly clearing, and these are just visages of people. The table you were sitting at is no longer a solid piece of oak, but rotting. The chairs don't even look like they could support something as light as a child's weight, let alone a full-grown adult. The velvet cord that you saw is torn into pieces on the ground. And then the smoke closes back in and moves away, and everything is as it was.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, that was. I think it's time we leave this room now.
The fun thing about Call of Cthulhu is when you're at critical sanity, you're going to start seeing some weird shit.
Like I see dead people.
That comes later.
Oh no. Well, are you gonna take the book?
Oh, man.
I think we should leave it.
You're a librarian and you think you should leave a book? You're silly.
No, I think we should take this book for safekeeping. I believe Jonas entrusted it with us for a reason. I think we should go ahead and take it. Maybe not open it per se, but possibly take it with us.
Applesauce. I'm just walking off into the wall of steam.
Is it doing it again?
Just against the steam like this, trying to find my way out.
You can see the door clearly now.
Oh,
the
good.
smoke is moving away.
The
And
rain has gone.
and when you open the door, you're no longer on the second floor. You see Angelica coming in the house.
Like we're okay. Anyway, but I have the book. I went ahead and picked up the book and put it in my coat pocket.
And we're going to cut to Beau. And who, you're still up on that third floor. This guy standing next to you, he offered you a drink. You took a drink and you're like, so, what are you doing all the way up here? I mean, the party's all downstairs. I know you met with the lady, or I'm assuming you did. What'd she ask you to do, my good sir? Takes a swig.
To look for you.
She knows exactly where I am. She always does.
Well, seeing as how you killed her friend on the train, and I was told to find you.
Oh, you mean that cheetah? I did not know that the lady held company with the likes of them, but I suppose I should answer for my crimes. He smiles, takes another swig from the flask, closes it, and he's like, my good sir, you will find more use of this than I will. And then he begins to walk down the hallway. As he walks, reaches into his breast pocket, takes out a cigarette, snaps another match, lights it, and drops the match.
That's dangerous.
You
Not good.
watch this as the match hits the ground, as it's falling slower. Almost time stops, and around you, you're not seeing this opulent, beautiful palace. You see the walls are covered with flesh. Blood is dripping from the very walls themselves. There's people trying to move from them. And as the match hits the ground and goes out, everything returns as it was. But the man walking down the hallway is no longer there.
Is it time to eat someone's face?
The face eating, she comes.
I'm going to take the elevator back down.
Okay, Mr. Beau, I need you to roll me sanity.
Yes.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Thank you, Mr. Landry, for that wonderful roll.
I'm no.
So how over were you?
By 41.
Oh.
Surely.
Hi guys.
Critical dice.
Oh, no.
You lose 2 sanity.
Yay! I'm at 38.
When you hit 20, you go even more fuck nut insane, and then you might actually eat someone's face.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's my goal for the night.
You guys can donate to make this happen.
You can. And it only takes
And I have.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, really, the donations came from just, I mean, everyone started off really well, and then stuff went crazy.
Literally.
Uh,
I think it's my splitting personality.
Oh, but a bumps.
as you are riding the elevator down, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. She's back to work.
Woo!
Sounds like fun.
We will be back, folks.
Break.
Break.
I'm going to see if I can do this right. Probably not.
You guys are awesome. Keep donating.
Yes.
Do
it, TPK.
I'll be right back, folks.
I want to be sitting at this sanity in hell. Someone TPK me.
Let's do this.
Oh. Dice cam. Why you go wonky?
Whew. Much better.
One sec, folks. Dice cam went wonky.
Hey,
Whoops. Ah, there we go. Yes.
hey,
I'm gonna have to fix this again anyway. This is the dice tower. As soon
Yeah.
as the camera updates the angles.
I have returned.
yeah. By the way, Ryan, if you hadn't noticed, the last two donations
We're from
were
Chris,
were thanks to Chris.
our little brother.
That is awesome.
I was just talking to him about that too.
Yeah.
Did he aim both of them at you?
Yeah.
Hey, TK?
Yes.
Patrick and Angelica switched places.
Oh,
Yes, we have.
let me fix that. If I can get
Hey!
Streamlabs to load.
Sarge is playing Angelica.
That could be Angelica. That could be her. Crazy
You
Cthulhu
have
switch.
the
I'm glad you guys noticed because it's been.
And there he is.
Stinkrat noticed.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, so perceptive.
It's
Go Cthulhu.
load OBS. Come on. OBS is like, no.
So I went ahead and hooked up my computer to wired, so hopefully that helps out a little bit with any kind of mishaps that my system decides it wants to do.
We shall see.
I hope so. Found out because Steven is streaming Infamous on his PlayStation, so going to the PlayStation Now service.
I'm trying to get OBS to let me fix the cameras, but it will not let me.
What?
OBS is like, no, I'm not going to open.
Well, it looks like Sarge is going to be playing Angelica, and
Hold on, I'm going to try something else here. Oh, there we go.
This
Ladies
is
and
what
gentlemen,
happens
there's-
when people donate for sanity. We
There's
all swap.
been a slight change to the dice card. Well, the role of Angelica MacIverus is now going to be played by.
Where is Sarge?
Don't worry, guys. I'm staying Beau.
Yeah, I didn't even change. I'm still Pearl.
Hey, you're making me.
We're moving. We're moving.
No, I can't even see Sarge. I gotta re-add Sarge.
No. Okay.
Window capture. Zoom. What?
Oh God, everyone's moving. I think my sanity really left me.
I am lost to the shadows.
No, Tibby.
Goodbye, Patrick. I won't miss you.
Ouch.
Terrible.
I kid, of course. I barely know you.
Why
That's
is
not right.
It's picking up everyone but Sarge for some reason.
That's annoying.
Yeah, let me go here. Window capture. Add new. I gotta re-add. Huh.
God, the keeper's moving.
Broken.
Oh God, I'm moving.
Making me seasick.
Right, this is really odd. It's not finding Sarge at all. It's not even finding Zoom.
Good.
Oh, and I went.
Sarge really here? I mean, really?
Was I really ever here?
Sarge, turn your camera off and then turn it back on. Like in
That's
Zoom.
okay. How about now?
Can we see him?
Yep. Let me move Sarge there.
Yay! Now you're Pearl.
Yay.
And I'm Angelica.
Ah!
The shoe is on the other foot now. Oh, the tangled webs. Oh, the tangled webs.
There we go. Now it's all fixed.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Is it? Is it really? Where is Angelica? There she is.
All right. I had to hide and unhide everyone at different points. There we go.
Yay! It looks good.
Okay.
We are back, and I might have to step away for like a second,
Okay.
randomly, because we ordered Mandy dinner. So we are back,
Well,
and
same here, because my sister just finished making some chili. So, Brian. So, anyway.
And
I'm ready.
you are now all on the first floor.
I'm not ready.
No.
Yes, you are. Quit lying.
Dak is asking the
I
hard
want to
question.
get Ryan one of those like Cthulhu hats. Be perfect for this.
And I'm ready.
Dak, you played in my games. No one's ever the same after I GM them. You know this. So,
Damn, my eyebrows do.
as you're on the first floor, the Mama Crow is just sitting on her throne still.
Are you talking, TK? I can't hear you.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh.
I muted myself in OBS and on my headset. So, and
Silly.
Dak, you know, no one's ever the same after I DM them. So, as you are all on the first floor, Madame LaCroix is sitting on her throne with her pup at her side and her tiara. And
Is the tiger and wolf still there?
they are.
Okay.
Do they look hungry?
They do not. They are content. And she is smiling. She's like, "Did you find my friend, Cherise?"
Maybe. maybe?
Perhaps. We actually see him once. He disappeared in smoke.
Oh, that is quite, odd. I mean, I do know he has a penchant for these American cigarettes. As she removes a long stem from a flower vase that has a cigarette at the end and lights it by pushing a button on her throne.
Fancy.
Well, that's
You knew what I was going to say and you stole it.
quite the contraption you have there, madam.
Yes, these modern conveniences of gas are wonderful.
They can make your head feel pretty good too.
Yes, I have heard that. I've never partaken in this nitrous oxide that the kids are doing.
Yeah, me neither.
Never had that one before. Maybe.
And she looks around at each of you, and did he happen to mention a book by chance? I know he was quite fond of it, and he was supposed to bring it this evening.
What kind of book?
Oh, it's just an old journal that we used to keep together. It just had some sentimental value, and I asked him to bring it to me.
Why wouldn't he bring it to you?
No real reason unless he was delayed.
Look at Tibby.
Yeah.
I'm just staring at her lost.
She asked, "Are you quite all right, dear? Do you have the vapors? Do you need some air? I can have them. One of the gentlemen or ladies fan you if you would like."
I'll pull out the
Actually-
flask.
Oh, I do apologize.
Could you
ma'am.
butt me?
Yes.
But
She reaches over and takes out another long stem and just holds it out to you.
Yes. I don't have anything for that. We'll use a pen.
And she presses a button on the throne, and a flame shoots from the ground, so you can light it.
Oh my.
quite the flamethrower.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I have them all over the house. It's quite convenient.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that like a little dangerous?
Only if someone's standing over it, or there's a gas leak, or if someone accidentally pushes it while an annoying reporter is standing over it and they combust in the flames and then
Oh,
run over the balcony. That only happened once, though.
I hate when that happens.
So, would there be a way that we would know where these things are? Are they marked properly?
Oh, they are. If you look at the ground, you see there's a giant grate there. I don't know how people miss them.
I don't quite know either.
I guess it's the art. I don't know.
It,
And for a moment, all of your visions flash. You all see that this room is not as. Okay, one second.
Puppies! Puppies!
Tibby. I was going to tell about
That's enough.
perhaps not. I don't know if it would be quite a good idea if we were to tell her about this
No.
certain item.
but
What
I
y'all
feel-
whispering about?
Oh, honey, I forgot about you, you little bear cat. Remember that little item you got with your invitation?
Yes, I do.
I want to see if my scarab can connect to your rose.
Haven't heard that line. But
Well, that was
I think you need a room.
for those of y'all just jumping in. This is an actual role with an actual scarab. This is not double entendre.
covering all my bases. In case. Not a mind reader.
Which is why I said the room.
As well, be careful of the room on the second floor, second door to your left. There's quite a bit of smoke in there. And inhalation might cause a few issues.
Be careful of the third floor. Everything turns red.
I do have. Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, the chat.
He's back.
Sorry about that.
So while you were gone, I tried to attach my scarab to Angelica's rose.
And I told them to get a room, but they wouldn't listen.
Anything happened.
High or low?
Hi.
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 Oh no.
When you attach the scarab or attempt to, they begin to vibrate.
Ooh.
And
Well, maybe it was a double entendre.
and
I knew it.
do you have that pen that you were given, Patrick? Did you bring that with you by chance?
Oh, yes. This one right here.
That pen begins to pulse as well as the items get closer together.
Oh boy, this is rather. This is a rather.
Awkward.
Yes, rather awkward situation.
Now is not the time, Patrick. We shouldn't put it in the rose yet.
The
Should put
room
it
is
back in your
still
pocket.
available.
But it is vibrating for it. So,
Keep it in your
therefore-
pocket. Let's finish talking to the lady first.
Very well.
That's what happened while you were gone.
But the room changed for just a moment, a flash for all of you. And Madame LaCroix is no longer on a opulent, beautiful throne. Her throne is made of skulls. The tiger has fiery eyes and is skeletal, and the wolf appears to be feral with foam coming from its mouth. And that grate that the flame shot out of appears to be spewing blood. And then your visions return to this opulescent room.
Okay, I may have breathed. Something may have been that chocolate that seeped in through my skin or something. But I just saw something crazy.
I think perhaps I might need another drink.
I'm already there.
And what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to snatch the flask out of Beau.
And Madame LaCroix smiles and she stands up. She's like, would you three or four, there are four of you, right? Yes, you four be dears and please follow me. I'd like to show you all something that may help and explain why this journal is so important to me.
Okay.
Should we stay or should we go?
No. Lead the way, madam.
I missed my mouth. I'm like,
And I just.
Huh.
This is one roll I cannot do on camera because it's a hidden GM roll. Let's see what happens. Okay.
We are going there.
You're led into the library,
That's me.
and the library is filled with books. But in the center
Ooh.
is this case. It's like it's on a dais. It's under glass. There's a scroll.
What is on this scroll?
So we know we don't want to read
Vera.
the scroll.
Is the scroll rolled up in the glass, or is it? Okay.
Okay.
It is.
I thought it was like
So many
laid
reasons.
out under the glass.
No, it is rolled, and on the edges look like they're. Well, it looks like Pearl's favorite thing. It looks like pearls to Pearl.
Aw.
Tell me, what does it look like to you, Patrick?
Oh.
That's a good question. I will take a closer look at that. Do I need a roll, or you want me to go ahead and make this stuff up for you?
Just make it up. It's what your character sees.
Oh, okay. I see. Strangely, it's like a lacquer on the sides. It's looks almost like a. Is that dried blood on the edges of those?
And the lady has no reaction as you're each looking at it. She just walks around and is rummaging through the desk drawer looking for something. What do you see when you look at it, Angelica, when you're looking at the ends of this scroll?
The ends of the scroll, they are okay. Are you talking about ends of the scroll like on the edges of the paper?
Yeah, like the handles.
The handles. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. They are beautiful gold with rubies and emeralds set in them at even spaces all around. And they just shine like nothing else.
And what do you see, Beau, when you look at it?
Well, when I look at it, with the amount of drink that I've partaken in, 5 different ends on one side alone. But from what I can tell, it looks like some gnarled ivory hinted with gold scroll.
Mm.
And the lady, the madam, will come back and she will unlock the case. Like, this is why I was asking for the journal. You see, it has the key inside of it to decipher this. And as she reaches in to pick it up, she stops and holds her breath for a moment. And you see all the blood leave her face as her eyes get large. And she says, by God, what is that? Everybody roll sanity.
Aww.
Yay! Do I want?
Oh hell!
Did
Yay!
I want more or less?
I passed.
You want it
I
to be
passed.
less than your current sanity level.
I passed.
I did not.
I didn't.
Later,
I got an
sugar.
18.
Those who fought are taking 2 points of sanity damage.
Oh.
Oh, I'm losing it, guys.
Yeah, thank
Well, Plug Giddy, we have jackets.
Ooh.
I'm 2 steps away from being a canceled stamp.
And
Oh, I love it.
Does anyone want to turn? And what you see in the reflection behind the large glass window? It's almost a mirror. There's a man who looks like he's about 7 feet tall, and there's black wings coming from his back. And his face is gaunt and drawn out. But there's no facial features. There's no eyes, no mouth. His hands are large claws. And like that, he's gone.
Where was this in relation to the madam? Behind us?
It was behind you, but you could see the reflection in the glass.
Okay, so madam, I'm
Question.
God, it's not
Who
my
else saw
answer.
that?
Saw what?
Who all saw the reflection?
Everybody. You're Beau, you're just so gone. You're like, man, I'm drunk. Your brain rationalizes as you just downed an endless thing.
I do believe that we are.
What was your question, Angelica?
What was that?
It's like, that, my dear, is why I asked for that journal. You see, I know my good friend has told you of exactly how we met and the year that we met.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
And, well, let's just say that what we took did not come without a price.
So I'm confused.
So let me get this. Let me get this straight. You took something from somewhere far away, long time ago, and so what was the price of this thing you took?
Well, that's just it. We don't know. I don't know. Only Jonas knows. And, well, seeing as your compatriot over there has been nursing his flask like a mother's teat, I'm guessing he is no longer with us.
Or he could just be an alcoholic. One of the two.
I take that as a great compliment.
He's an alcoholic.
I'll have you know, I am the curator of antiquities, sir.
Well, there seems to be quite a bit of antiquity here. So I would ask for you to curate, but could you please assist in this situation at all in your capacity?
Yeah.
I wanted to see if I could do a skill roll to see if I know anything about it.
Okay. About.
What should I roll? The figure we saw.
Be if you have knowledge occult.
I do not.
Do you have?
I have 5.
So it's a call that, again, weird rules in Call of Cthulhu. If I make you roll it, you have to roll below it. If you call the roll, you roll above.
Oh, okay. Then I'm calling it.
You gotta love how Call of Cthulhu is like that. It's like, oh, if the keeper makes you do it, you're screwed. You want to do it yourself? Go for it.
I got above.
Then what are you trying to figure out? You want to know what that thing is?
Yeah. Sort of like if I recognize it from any
You recognize it from a contemporary artist who you've done a bit of research with and work for at one point or another, just to find out if people were actually stalking or trying to steal his work. A Mr. H.P. Lovecraft. You recognize this from a drawing that was in his study when you went to get paid last for telling him, no, people are not trying to steal your work. They're not going through your garbage, and it was a wasted night for you, but he pays well.
Guys, I think I know kind of what that was. And I impart this knowledge to you.
You know, he called it a night gaunt.
It's called a night gaunt, and
I think I know about those. Can I do like a library check?
You can.
Wait.
Okay.
a library check. Is that on our list?
Yeah, it's library use. I think.
Library use.
A night gaunt.
No, I didn't get it.
Did you roll above your total or below?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call
Above.
it, you have to roll above. If I make you do it, you have to roll below.
So in this case, rolling high was good.
Yeah.
Just to make it more complicated.
Players who call their rolls get advantage. So as long as you get above your total when you call the roll, you're good.
So what do I know about gaunts?
What you know about night gaunts is from your area, you were living near Mr. H.P. Lovecraft, and you know some of his books came through your library. And you've read about them. You've read of the fantastical things that he has claimed to have experienced. And he says night gaunts are creatures that come from the night and will seek out various artifacts that can be used to open a portal for the great old ones to awaken.
Dun,
That's
dun,
awesome.
dun.
No one takes him seriously. Everyone thinks he's a crackpot.
I take it very seriously. Yes, I do.
Well, at this point, I believe it's time that everybody take him seriously now.
I'm tripping. I mean, that's not a 1920 word, but that's what I'd say in the future.
But Madam looks at you and says, as she hears you discussing what you've seen, she's like, oh yes, Mr. Lovecraft, I've helped him with some of his works. Very strange man, very strange indeed. But that does not help if we do not have the Book of Jonas's. You see, his book contains the key to deciphering this scroll.
Look for that book.
However, do you know what this scroll does?
Yes. She pauses and I'm going to check what skills she wants to use.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, that's what she's gonna do. Okay, I need everyone to roll me a D100 and let me know if you beat a 75.
Oh.
Might go higher than 75?
Yep, you got to be higher than a 75.
Okay, no.
How about a 77?
That works.
I think
Drunk guy wins.
She is fast talking. She is
I
trying
have that ability. Oh no.
She is like what she said. Fast talking is Call of Cthulhu's version of persuasion and bluff.
Oh no.
She's like, well, from what I remember, it has been quite some time. This scroll was used to keep those night gaunts away. It allows, well, as you can see, I'm young and beautiful, and my compatriot, wherever he may be, does not look a day over 38. This scroll allows us to stay that way, but only with both parts combined.
What guarantee do we have that were this book and scroll brought together that it wouldn't like end the earth?
Turn. I mean, there's only one Earth.
I love you.
Me too.
So to answer your question, I will defer you to the gentleman standing right behind you. You turn around and you see Jonas standing there,
Oh, well, how about that?
but he's not alone.
Hey, it's the murdering guy.
With him is a young man, about 19, who's holding a what can only be described as a blunderbuss.
Okay.
I slide behind the private detective.
Aimed at the madam. And he says, Alexandra, it is time we have ended this charade. We have had our time on this earth. What comes next is not our doing nor our cause. And the young boy pulls the trigger.
Will.
That escalated.
I fall to the ground and scream very loudly.
Appears he decided to take the elevator instead of the stairs.
As he pulls the trigger, you all smell sulfur. Just it's permeating
Like coming-
the air. And you smell and taste copper. And
Well,
in front of you, the madam is unfazed.
So,
Uh,
better.
Oh,
When you're looking at the young boy, he's just a pool of red is forming on his chest below his shirt. And Jonas is holding him as he lays him down on the ground. He said, I told you once, my friend, that I would protect you until you died. 100 years is too long even for us. As Jonas pulls a knife from his back and puts it in his boot. He says, now, I appreciate all that you have done this evening, my friends, in getting her to show me where she has kept this scroll. Now I will ask you to take your leaves.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if I can do that.
I can.
I don't know if that would be what exactly is going to happen with you having this scroll.
yeah. Considering how she kind of fed us shit.
Jonas, he kind of smiles, reaches into his breast pocket, takes out another cigarette, flicks a match again, lights it, pitches the match over his shoulder. He's like, what will happen is very simple, my friends. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn this whole goddamn house to the ground around me. Like, and when I go, I will make sure she cannot escape.
Is there like a Call of Cthulhu version of sense motive?
There is.
Yeah,
Let me see what it is. It is.
that's actually a very good question.
Where is it at? There's so many stupid things. Psychology would work.
Sweet.
Education.
All right, I'm going to go with psychology on this one.
Okay, you got to roll above what your psychology is.
Sweet. Okay, my psychology is a 30, and I rolled a 54.
So, what are you trying to determine?
I'm trying to determine if he's trying to just if that's actually if I get that's his true intentions here, or if he's just trying to get us to leave so he can do something else, maybe.
They have the book too. They can't really do much, right, without it.
True. So
you can kind of discern. Yeah, he is. He wants to burn this place down around him.
okay, I'm okay with this then. Well, as they say, I believe it is time to take our leave. And to you, sir, les bon temps roulés.
As you make a move to leave, Madame Lacroix says, "You would honestly think that I would bring 4 perfect creatures into my home and not think that you were nosing around, Mr. Hale? That I would not think of your plan? They each have a key. And you know as well as I, this scroll cannot be destroyed. We tried it in Chicago, and it did not work. We tried it in Los Angeles, and it did not work." His hand moves behind his back. He's like, "Yes, but back then I only needed the book, and you have them, and I have something that you do not, my friend. I got the wonderful education of the army, and they taught me a really nice trick." And he takes out what looks like a canister. It's covered in tar.
Oh no.
He's like, "So why don't you let these innocents go?" And he winks at Miss Pearl.
I'm pretty too.
Yes, you are.
And
You're
he's
as
like-
cute as a button.
he looks at you. Angelica's like, "Miss Angelica, you are truly innocent. I know. I have been to Miss Pearl's establishment. I know she is far from innocent, but in the eyes of the law, she may not be innocent. In the eyes of these creatures, she's as innocent as you. I am not, and neither is your gracious host. So I ask, you leave your items that came with your invites with me, and I will gladly ensure tonight ends, and you are all well rewarded come the morning."
Rewarded how?
We can talk about that later.
Well,
Building's about to go down.
I believe the first thing would probably be with our lives.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I believe it'd probably be a good thing to acquiesce what he likes you and give him what he is asking.
Now you're on a trolley. Let's go.
I need everyone to
Oh, no.
make me a
Let me live. Let me live.
everyone make me
Make what?
a dexterity check
Damn.
and add your move to it, whatever your move rate is.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. So
No, No.
Anybody watch MASH?
Oh, I see it. I have.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
that.
Uh-huh.
This
know
is
how-
what you call bugging out.
Yeah.
So do we want higher or lower?
What is my move?
If
We went-
you want lower on this roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
I didn't get low.
I didn't know.
I went over by 5.
I was
Oh.
under by half.
So
Over. Over. So over.
those of you who rolled over, high or
Uh-oh.
low for favorable results.
Uh-oh.
Those who rolled over, as you try to move, you all try to move at the same time and trip over each other.
Pearl, look out!
And you're having some problems getting up because the floor is covered with something tacky.
And my dress is super tight.
And Pearl, you hear this whisper in your ear from the madam. It's like, you can stay if you would like, dear Pearl. I will not be very long with our guest. and, and she looks at you, Angelica, it's like, and you too. I mean, the drunkard can go, but
I can't leave my Tibby behind.
For you rolled up when you rolled up. For those who succeeded at the roll, you haul ass out of the room.
Tibby, no!
Bye, guys.
Hi.
Bye.
No, Tibby failed. The drunkard won.
Yeah.
Audi 5000.
Beau has run out of the room.
The drunkard has qualified for the next year's Olympics.
Before you realize, Beau, no one's with you. You are halfway down the hallway towards the front door.
Where'd he go? Oh, okay. I thought he legit
Just
left.
Angelica and I left.
So
No,
Angelica, Patrick, and Pearl are on the ground, and the sticky kind of almost like fly trap tape or like glue has kind of stuck you to the ground.
Well, is going or staying a choice?
If you can make a body roll and succeed, yes, or a strength roll.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot myself. What I need to get under?
Yep, you need to get under your strength.
Okay.
I failed.
I failed.
Really now? Really now?
Really?
Hey, you guys watching? You can donate to help them.
I'm gonna
Please? Something?
unzipper my dress. And I have a garter on with my shotgun in there. I'm gonna pull that out in case I need that, my little Betsy. Just in case.
And
Yeah, I
Not gonna
failed.
shoot anyone or
All
anything.
right.
Seriously failed.
Clearly.
oh, hey, chat. Tell me, high or low?
No, Chad, no.
The favorable results will be up to you guys now. Low. We got a vote.
Lie low. Lie
So-
low.
So,
I want to lie low too.
Too bad we can't set up like a little.
Oh.
Oh, Stinky said hi. But everyone else said lie low.
We got-
Two highs, two lows. Anybody want to break it?
The lows came first.
Lows did come first. Lie came first. The mix of both.
So that everyone wins.
But nobody wins in Cthulhu.
Nope.
Oh.
Cthulhu.
Never does. So did we fail? Did they
No.
pick wrong?
No, it's
Can I
low.
yell at the chat? Okay.
Dak,
And
did you vote? You can vote, Dak.
at first I misread it as
Oh, you did
100. I was
though.
like,
I
oh,
see it.
damn, that's really bad. 101s are bad in Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is you hear chanting.
Like Indian chanting?
Kind of. It sounds like a...
Like monk chanting?
No, it sounds...
Go through all the types of
I'm
chanting.
trying to think of how to describe. Like, I'm going back. Like, my brain's going back to when I was studying my religion. It's a chanting that sounds very much like something that if you've ever watched like movies with the Cherokee or there's a really good one, Jeremiah Johnson Crow Killer. The chantings the shamans do. You hear that, and you feel the ground begin to loosen. If you look up, you see the chanting's coming from Jonah.
Is it like a chorus of chanting or just one person chanting?
Just one person. It is only Jonah chanting.
Now the ground is starting to loosen, as in like loosen to get us up, or loosen as in we may fall through later.
The ground is kind of becoming liquidous. So almost like quicksand, but you're able to move through it.
So, honestly, if we put our key together and stick it in this book, it would be one hell of an ending. I'm just saying.
Do it.
One person the person who has the key, hauled ass.
Yeah.
Beau, you are now at the front door.
I realize
You are alone.
So
with me.
How does he have the key?
Since
I
everything
thought
is
the pen was part of the key.
The pen is.
It's
So
all
he has the
part-
pen. I thought.
I had the pen.
Yeah. So we still have the key, right?
There are 4
No,
parts
you
to
have
the
it.
key.
Oh,
Garab's got the rose. He's
that's
got
right. You wouldn't tell me what it was earlier. Damn it! Come back here. Can he hear me? Can I persuade him to come back?
You can make a body and is it a power check to see if you can scream loud enough for him to hear you.
All right.
I'm gonna try again since the floor has basically softened up. I guess I'm gonna try again to get up, and if I succeed, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick Pearl up, and then so forth.
So 44. So that's less than what I have. So that's good.
You scream and you hear it. I mean, Beau, you hear it. It is like a piercing scream is reaching your ears. Like, and you're feeling kind of hungover right now too.
Why are people screaming at me?
Make the bad lady stop.
What are you saying, Pearl, to make him come back?
Well, actually, this dictionary is a really nice dictionary and doesn't really have anything that curses. Come back here, you wet noodle. Okay.
Wet? Is that the best you've got?
Yes.
I turn back around.
No. I need your piece. Come back.
Do you now?
This is not a conversation of yelling at you.
And as you scream, I have to make a power check for Jonah. Oh yeah, he's good. Jonah is like, ma'am, could you stop that caterwauling for just a moment? And the ground begins to solidify again. What was your role, Patrick, to try to move?
Yeah, I'd be trying to go while it was kind of ishy, and hopefully trying to get up before. But do I still need to get under my strength to try to get up out of this?
Oh no, because it's called. It would be over.
Oh boy. Nope. I got 4 under this time.
Oh.
Bummer.
Really? I rolled a 98 the first time, and now I got a 70. Why?
The luck of the dice. And as you roll and the ground begins to solidify once more, you hear this. And thank you, chat, for this idea. It's all your fault. You hear these voices that are harmonizing. And they're like, don't leave us. Stay with us. Come play with us.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
And they're little children who
No.
look like they are standing on the balcony above. Like, don't leave. Come play with us.
That is so terrifying.
Yeah, just a little bit. Makes you want to fight some more to get out of here.
Yeah, I want to try and stand up.
Make a strength check.
And under or over since I called it.
That'd be over since you called it.
That's what I thought. I got over.
You
I
could
got over.
donate
Yes.
$1
I actually got over by 1. Oh yeah.
I got it wrong.
Divas.
So you guys, you're standing up. You're gonna have to make a power check to see if you can get out of the room, or how far you can
Take me
get
with
through the
you.
room.
Is Pearl still on the ground? Pearl.
Don't leave me behind.
You picked with your when you called your strength check. You said you were gonna pick her up.
Yes.
So she is currently like you picked her up. She's like over your shoulder.
All right, let's go.
And
I
Pearl,
failed the roll,
your gun
so-
is out.
Oh.
So you can roll to see if you want to take a pot shot at somebody. You can.
Me?
If I want to, or she does. Okay.
Because she has her shotgun out.
But
That's
wouldn't that
right.
knock us over if I try to shoot my shotgun as he's running off with me on his
As
shoulder?
long
Now
as
tell him
you
to be ready.
Shoot it behind us.
As long as you don't roll over a 70, you should be good.
You're all trusting me with this? Do you want me to shoot, Tibby?
Actually, come to think of it, are you going to be aiming at somebody, Chef?
I don't know.
Best not to aim at anybody, because if I think what happened to that young man, don't aim at the lady.
No.
Then maybe we should just leave.
Let's just go. I'm going to go ahead and roll my power to go ahead and do that. Since that would be an under, since you were talking about it.
Yep, it'll be under.
Okay. Nope, that's an 87, and my power is a 70. So
You're trudging through, and Jonah drops the sticky thing in his hand, flicks his cigarette, takes out another one, lights it, and he's like, now, I gave you all plenty of time to get out of here. Pulls his gun out, levels it.
Try.
He's like, and you still got those bullets, my good investigator, sir?
I do.
They may come in handy. And he is going to...
Oh God, I hear the Overlord.
Ooh. He is...
Actually,
Little dog.
So
I am.
he's going to shoot. And he's doing what's called a called shot. He's going to say where he's going to shoot to the GM, which is me, so I know exactly where I'm going to shoot. There is a giant window behind you. As I said, it's stained glass. He's going to shoot it.
Okay.
The mirrored stained glass. He shoots it. And it shatters. And as it shatters, you hear these screams of agony from the tiger and the wolf.
Aww.
And then those screams of agony become roars that are feral and just demonic. And
On that note, does it look like we can go?
And you hear Madame LaCroix laughing as she says, "Dear God, boy, what have you done? Like, you have truly unleashed hell this night in Louisiana."
I can't do anything. I'm still stuck to the floor.
I'm running out into Louisiana.
With the window shattered, is it possible to go
Oh yeah, you can run towards the
through the
window.
window? Okay.
You're on the first floor. And with the shattering window, you're able to get up, Angelica. It breaks her spell she was doing.
Oh, good.
Okay, so
no,
it'll make it easy to actually run then.
Yep.
Okay, I'm hurt now.
You got to beat a 46.
Oh no!
On your roll.
I'm buffering.
As long as you can get above a 46, you're good.
On mine?
For your roll to see if you can get out the window.
Okay. Nope, that is a 26.
You're running, and as you try to get out the window, you trip. Pearl goes sliding onto the carpet and lands on the sitting pillows that are against the wall where there's a book. Still shotgun in hand. Still got the gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to pull out my sawed off. So.
And you're Joe say, "In my day, ladies did not have such fine pieces of hardware. Ah, what a day we live in."
Oh,
so we're gonna try to make our way out of here.
We're gonna keep trying, Shell. We're gonna keep trying.
All right. And then I look at Jonas like, "I'll see you Friday."
And Beau, what are you doing? You hear the gunshot go off, clearly.
Fuck! I turn around. I'm going back in.
As you run by.
Oh, better judgment. I pull out flask running.
You run past the demon dog and the demon cat, and on the throne just sits this tiny dog with a tiara.
Save the dog!
Whose eyes are glowing a brilliant blue.
Leave the dog alone.
And
save the demon dog.
You hear in your head this voice. It sounds like multiple voices. That's right.
Save the dog.
Run towards the danger. Open the book. Save them all. Or let them all die. What do I know? I'm just a dog.
Shut up, dog.
Roll Sandy.
Shut up, dog.
Oh!
Oh no.
What did you get?
61. And I'm sitting at 38.
Now you're sitting at 32.
Yay!
Oh.
Even with my unlucky die, I still rolled a 6.
Wow.
32.
You're running. You need you to make me a power check to see how fast you're going to get there, or if you get there even beyond seeing Demon Dog, Demon Cat, and Supreme Overlord Zoe, Queen of the Quarter, talking to you and just being very condescending.
You said a power?
Yep.
Shut
And I need to get below.
And you'll just want to roll under your total power.
Okay, 8.
So you get to the door. You see Jonah standing there with his gun. You see that Pearl is against the wall on some pillows. You see Angelica getting off the ground. And you see Patrick just is like, they're getting back up. And there appears to be a power struggle between Jonah and the madam.
Sad, aren't we?
Pearl, I got an idea.
Okay.
We just
I've got an idea too.
both.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We could take our shotguns. You shoot her, I shoot him. Whole thing's done.
No shit. Don't do that shit.
I had him killed. He's a
I
member
came
of my
back at
library.
the wrong time. My bad. I'll be back next week.
I can't be shooting my members. How am I gonna make business? I think we should put the key together and make this book open.
That's right. The last piece of the key's here.
Right?
I'd like to run over and tackle Beau.
Yeah, let's frisk Beau.
Whoa,
I got no
whoa,
shame.
whoa.
I got sanity at 34. Anything's game.
Roll me a
Go just let it happen, son. Just let it happen.
roll me a size check or a size. You're gonna run and tackle him. It's gonna be 2 checks. The first will be power to see how fast you get there. The second will be
Get him.
size.
You go get him.
Power. I rolled slightly over.
Okay, that's good.
Size, I rolled way over.
So you just tackle him to the ground, like you doesn't see you coming.
Yeah.
You just fly, just
We'll go
deck him.
there.
It's like that. You guys have all seen the Waterboy when he just walks up and KOs that guy with a running punch. That's what it was like. Like you're running, can't stop, bam!
And the demon dog laughs a little bit. Okay.
And you all hear this multiple voices in your head. Well, that was entertaining. And
Get out of my head, dog.
sitting at the door is a dog wearing a tiara. Everybody roll sanity.
No.
Ooh.
On
Yep.
high or low for this. Well, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess it does. So we're on high or low. We went low, right?
You gotta roll below your sanity score.
No,
Well, what our the current sanity
no.
is, which is no.
I'm losing it. How crazy.
Losing it.
Nope, did not succeed that sucker.
Got a 93.
Oh,
So you're gonna lose 4 sanity each.
Oh gosh.
I am down to 28 sanity.
I'm at 34.
Soon you'll be at the point of insanity if it keeps going down that route. That you'll just start killing each other.
no, I'm just going to frisk Beau.
I'm okay with it.
Pants, check his pants.
Roll me a education.
What?
It's a part of the search, or if you have search, you can use search. Spot hidden would work.
Educated to frisk someone.
Yeah.
Or actually, roll me a spot hidden.
Ah. I have skill in that. All right. That's good. I got it.
You find the key pretty easily. So now you have the key, the scarab, the rose, the pen, and the book.
Now what do we do? I
I
roll
guess
to the
we
side.
listen to the fucking dog.
Anyway,
Actually, you felt me up and down. We might as well listen to the little dog.
I mean,
Tibby, I'm gonna need you to pull your pen back out.
Get a room.
You say so, Shia. If you say so.
So, the dog, the dog says, and you hear it all in your heads. Says, you have to put the scarab on the lock, the rose on the key, and the pen on the rose. Well, to be more accurate for you humans, what's in the pen on the rose, so that the key will open the book.
All right. So,
What is
okay.
in the key? I mean, in the pen.
Just ink.
You just
No.
had
Just
to
ink.
ask.
No, that'd be great if it
Don't
were.
believe you.
I know.
But when you mentioned, we were chatting before the game that you wrote the RSVP back with the card. That's what started this path down the road. What each of you did before this game started led up to these events.
That is so epic.
There's a special kind of ink in that pen, and when you assemble it, you will find out.
So, yep. Take the pen and we do the thingies. Put it all together. Put it all together, and then I'll take the ink out of it, or I'll have the ink go into the rose.
The rose turns black.
Well, shit, I don't think that's a good thing if it turned black.
And
That was my favorite piece of jewelry, and I just got it.
I think we're gonna be dead soon and won't matter.
The scarab absorbs the black from the rose that turns red again, and you see the claws kind of close in on the clasp of the lock, and the key begins to turn itself as the book opens.
This is a really creepy book, y'all.
And
Go now.
Jonah, still standing there, his gun leveled at the madam. Like, now, I believe it's time for y'all to make your leave. You do not want to be here when what comes next happens.
Okay.
Yep, let's go.
Start making my way out.
I still say we should shoot them both, but I'll go with the crowd.
I can't.
First, we listened to a dog. Now we listen back to a guy.
Come on, Pearl. Let's get ourselves out of here.
Let's leave.
I look out the shattered window. What's out there?
There's a grassy little area. There's some fountains spitting water. It's a nice night. You see there are still revelers and partiers celebrating Mardi Gras.
Well, yep, let's go. I believe it's time we took our leave.
I'm going to take a nice big swig off of that flask one more time. And then I'm going to put it in Jonah's pocket. I'm good.
That? Kind of reminded me of a Muppet.
Next thing you know, we're gonna do the stairs.
And as the book opens, a brilliant light bathes all of you.
Is it warm light?
It is. It is the most serene and peaceful feeling. And it's almost like you're walking through a field of snow, as quiet as it is.
Oh, it's the calm before the storm.
And you hear in the distance a voice. The voice says, "Thank you for freeing me. I have been
Fucking
trapped
dog.
there for eons. You thought I was a pet."
Well, you're not now.
Are you gonna use the tiara?
And hold on.
Oh no.
This is
Intense.
Quite the ton of events.
Oh.
I think we might have just helped a dog take over the world.
No.
Like I said, we listened to a dog.
So did we get high or low?
It was high. It was above 50.
Oh, Lord.
The light goes away, or it seems to, for just a moment, and someone steps out. Or two people, really. Jonah is walking arm in arm with what you just thought was Lady the Crow. But it's not. She has a tiara on her head.
Oh dear.
It says, Jonah was my savior over 2,000 years ago, and he has been once more.
Oh.
And it is with this that he gives his final breath so that I may live, and so may you. As the light fades away, you're all standing outside what was a beautiful house that now looks like it's in ruins. And laying on the grass next to you is a man wearing a soldier's uniform. And he has a note in his hand.
Bet he was Confederate.
I take the note.
What happened?
You're welcome.
Well, that was
Mic drop.
Is it Jonas? Is it Jonas down there?
It is Jonas. When you open the note, it's a letter handwritten by Jonas. He says, I would like to thank all of you for doing what I could not, what I have failed to do for the past 2,000 years, and prevent Cthulhu from arising once more. This is a dance we have done many times. And although you don't remember me at any of the times we've met, I remember all of you. The Pearl, when those feds came to rouse your place, I got rid of them. Angelica, the reason that Mr. Lovecraft knows about your wonderful work, because I was the one who kept telling him, you need a private investigator, you moron. Patrick, don't worry about your brother. He's in good hands. And Beau, when you go back to being a curator, I suggest that you look in those crates that have been just sitting there. There will be some very nice things for you. I promise that you would all be very heavily rewarded. There is this new bank opening. And when they open, you all have accounts there from my vast ventures and fortunes. And I would like to thank each of you for saving the world when I could not. Sincerely, Jonas Callan Hale, Master Sergeant.
It's so sad.
And when you finish the note, his body is gone.
No, wait.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Before he disappears, I want to get his library card.
I can't do
it. Where he was laying, though, you notice a rose has begun to form.
Oh.
Aww.
You have survived the Mardi Gras of Cthulhu.
Yay!
Damn.
Little mad, but like
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're alive.
I wanted to eat one of y'all's faces.
I mean, I was hoping somebody would donate for a TP cake. That would have been more fun. At least it would have been more fun. It would have been more insane.
that was great, ZK.
Thanks. Did you guys have fun?
Of
Yes.
course we did.
Yeah, that was great.
Absolutely.
Let us start in reverse order that we did when we started. Ryan, tell us where we can find you, my good sir.
Well, You can find me if we're talking about the Streamwise here going on.
Here,
You can
anywhere.
find me here, anywhere. Well, you can find me right where I'm sitting 90% of the time. Gotcha. But no, you can find me at Twitter at Lord_Landfry, LANFRY, or you can find me streaming on Twitch or YouTube under Lord Landry.
And where can we find you, Rick?
I am on Twitter at Beholmmas. It's an underscore in between those. And that's about it.
And how about you, Sarge? Where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Tessarge, TEHSARGE. You can find me on Twitch, on my Twitch channel at SSSarge. And that's pretty much it for me there.
At CA, where can we find you?
Everywhere.
The question is, where can't we find CA?
You can find me mainly on Twitter, Chaotic Anarchy. Don't forget the extra A. But they're right. You can find me on any social media site. I will be there. I also hang out a lot at Thread Readers. All of our links are below the video down there, so you can join our Discord. We would love to chat with you, hang out, and you can be a part of these streams too. We do a lot of different charity events, and we're working our way to becoming a nonprofit. So if you like to stream or DM games, we would love to have you reach out to us. And yeah, that's it.
And I have been your keeper this evening.
Couldn't remember it again, could you?
No, I did. I was a game
What am
master.
I?
I was like, what am I tonight? TK, you can find me at Kenthos88 pretty much everywhere. I hang out a lot in our Discord. And on not next week, in 2 weeks. Right? 2 weeks? No, 2 weeks. We will be doing the Stinkraiser, where I'll be running another Cthulhu-esque game. He's set in modern day murder mystery-esque, and we'll see if my players can solve the mystery. And from now until the end of the month, we'll be donating all of our streams to the Stinkrat fundraiser, the GoFundMe, which link is in the chat. I'm trying to think what else I do. I normally stream every Tuesday on Thread Raiders. There's the Kilt and Beard stream, and also the Raiders of the Galaxy, which slowly we're getting our bearings into that world because although I love the clunkiness of it, I had to hack that system like no tomorrow to make it fit into a 2-hour stream.
Jeez.
And if you folks stay tuned for just a moment, you're going to see my wonderful thing I have set up for us. I made a in-credit roll string.
Let's see that awesome.
Ooh. I'm so excited.
TK, did you do the so?
What'd you say, CA?
Did you do the so Maddie thing?
Oh, no, I'm going to do that while the credits roll.
Yes.
So, that. And I got one more thing to do. And I can credits start rolling. Come on.
It's funny because I'm watching you in Zoom do it, and now you're doing it.
Right.
Oh, I bet I am.
Like I get to relive it again. I love it.
I feel like there's an image somewhere that, there we go. Like, why is there an image somewhere that's not working? Okay, and we're going to transition to the credits. And I will pick our winner here from our lovely viewing audience. using the magic of randomizer.
Oh, look, my name is on there. Oh, look at this. It's so fancy. Good job, TK. I like that.
That's what I was doing most of the day.
Now we're just like watching it.
Yep, sure are.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. Oh,
Totally.
very cool.
So fancy pants. Duck.
It keeps picking the bots.
No.
Stop picking our bots.
Oh, the
Bravo,
giveaway is picking the
Randomizer.
bot.
Oh man.
Yeah, it keeps picking our bots. Okay, we have a winner.
The anticipation's killing me.
Zynar.
Yay!
Yeah, Insider.
I will DM you your gift cards, my good sir.
Congratulations.
Ah!
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'm going to end the stream here in 1 moment. Just I throw that to Zynar. Make sure I threw in the right code. Yes, did.
Yeah, thanks
Hey.
everybody for coming by.
Yes, thank you for coming out and being supportive for the good cause. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for doing this, coming out for your first EP.
Thank you so much, guys. This means the world to, I'm pretty sure, all of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where's the button? Where's the button? There we go.